Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We're going to 53.
Now Ito Smith. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go, 46. Kill. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Prescott on first down. That's caught by Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
There we go, 480. Right there in the middle, 55. There we go, kill. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, kill. 47. 55. 26.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
54's Mike. Check 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Set, ready. 30 days, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90. Walk. Exit.
Everyone got 4 down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Undercut. Slam.
Ready, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill. Here we go, 47.
Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, 4-8. Hey, kill.
First down, Prescott. That's complete to Smith. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, go to 54, line 8.
Prescott now from the 50. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And again, it's Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Smith trying to run for it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes again. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
It might be made defensively. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. 47.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Bravo!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch it.
Back to throw. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Everybody, line in. Right there in the middle. 55.
You ain't doing nothing.
We're going to 26.
On play action, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Prescott from the gun on third. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check, 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 check.
Coach Smith. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Mike 54. Mike 54. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check 3, check 3.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Looking to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
It's now 3rd down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Come on.
3rd and long for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Ready, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Delta.
Mike 54, Mike 54.
Dog.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watch the safety creep. You're out. Check 4. Slam. Check.
Cheetah. Cheetah. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Squeeze. Get in there.
Check 13. Back.
On 4th down. Love. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Back to throw. Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 5. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yes.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
On the run, it's Smith. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. A give to Smith out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here with Smith. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Falcons, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2.